Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life. And we are on week 22, day 5 of our positive, peaceful affirmations that we are doing every day, Monday through Friday. We are following Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive, Peaceful Growth Calendar. She has a perfect combining in this book of positive affirmations, music therapy, and aromatherapy essential oils. If you love those things, you're going to love this book. Want to get your own copy. You can buy it at Aroma Tools or Oil Life. The affirmation for this whole entire week is I listen effectively. As you've been concentrating on listening more effectively, what do you think has changed in your life? How have your relationships improved? How have you improved? How are you feeling better about yourself? Because my best guess is that as you've listened to, tried your best to listen to others more effectively, things are changing. I know in my life, I have tried to listen more effectively, not been perfect at it, but tried to listen more effectively. And when I can see it's a process, I have a lot of pathway, I guess, to that I could go. A lot of improvement that I can see on listening effectively too. It's hard work sometimes to listen closely and effectively and not judgmentally, and listening for the message behind the message, the deeper message, listening to the feelings. Anyway, it can be hard work, but I do think it's just such an essential element in relationships to be listened to. It's the thing that helps everyone feel calmer, more loved, more at peace, like they have partners in their relationship when they're being listened to. So anyway, I'd love to hear how being listened to is, or listening to others is changing your life. So the affirmation again for the week is I listen effectively. And the affirmation for today is I am generous in paying close attention to what others are saying. I am generous, right? We're just not meeting the bare minimum. Oh, yep, I heard that. We're generous. We're turning toward the people. We are looking at them in the eye. We're voicing that we're hearing them. We're nodding our head like, yep, I'm getting you, right? We're doing everything that's going to show that we're highly involved in this person, whoever it is that we're connecting to. And maybe as we're listening closely, we're not interrupting. That's a thing that sometimes I do accidentally because I'm like, oh, do you mean anyway? Even in sometimes in trying to be reflective, that can be an interruption sometimes. So just like closing our mouths and listening. Anyway, but it's hard work. Is listening hard work? It can be hard work. Can it be amazing work too? Is it work that gives so much back to us? Yes, it is. So I hope that you found joy in listening to others, and I hope that you know that you are incredibly generous when you do listen to others, right? So I'm just going to repeat the affirmation for the day one more time for you. I am generous in paying close attention to what others are saying. I love, love, love that affirmation. The song that we've been pairing this entire week to these affirmations for this entire week is Calling All Angels by Jane Siberry and J.D. Lane. And it's just a song, as we're listening, we can pray, Heavenly Father, can you please open my heart to get the real message that people are trying to convey. Help them feel loved as I'm trying to specifically and intentionally listen to them. Help them feel the love that I'm trying to convey. And then also maybe praying to Heavenly Father. Heavenly Father, will you please open my eyes to other things that might be going on around this communication as I'm listening? Like, where are all the pieces falling down or springing up, right, in this communication? So praying for two things, praying that our hearts will understand and our minds will be opened to any other issues that might be going on that we need to look at, or even the root causes of some of these things that we're communicating about. Okay, so prayer, always using prayer. And then too, like I said before, if we are having maybe going into tough conversations where we feel like there might be some high emotion present, where people might get their feelings hurt, where we want people to feel loved coming out of this communication, just praying that there will be angels there, angels helping in the communication. And again, we can pray for specific angels. I like to think, I do think that most of the angels that come to help us are either our ancestors or our descendants. Ancestors are descendants. Anyway, so people who are invested in how our life turns out. And so I think it's good to pray for our angels to be present as we're going into some things that might be a little bit more tough for us. Okay, that said, we're on to our diffuser blend. And I'm talking about the physical. It's Friday, right? Woohoo! We're heading into the weekend. And we are on to our diffuser blend, which is 2 drops of juniper berry, which is the oil of the night or the unknown, 1 drop of cilantro, which is the oil of releasing control, and then 3 drops of lavender, which is the oil of communication. Now, we've gone in depths on each of those oils on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This is Friday. I like to call it Physical Friday. And we're going to go into the physical benefits, the physical gifts of these essential oils. And we're going to start with juniper berry. Now, I'm grabbing from a lot of different things because I've done a lot of different research, and I just want to share so much of what I've learned with you. So, juniper berry. We need to know it's been used for so long. Many ancient civilizations used it. The ancient Babylonians, ancient Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Native Americans. Caleb, hold on. Well, hold on just a minute. I need to grab one more thing. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I had everything, and I just realized that I forgot one thing. Okay, so I wanted to read to you, and this is a book that I don't often reference. It's called Aromatherapy for Everyone, Discovering the Sense of Health and Happiness with Essential Oils. It's by P.J. Pearson and Mary Shipley. So, just wanted to read to you a little bit about the history of the use of juniper berry. Juniper berry was one of the first aromatics used in ancient civilizations and has a colorful history of use. The ancient Greeks burned juniper berry branches to combat epidemics. The English burned it as well and hoped its magical powers would repel evil spirits, witches, and demons. I don't know about that, but anyway, ancient Egyptians anointed corpses with juniper oil and used its berries in cosmetics and perfumes. Europeans regarded juniper as a miracle cure for typhoid, cholera, dysentery, and tapeworms. Many cultures today still value juniper's many benefits. Tibetans still revere juniper berry and use it as a purification incense, while Native Americans burn it in their cleansing ceremonies. Anyway, so you can see that worldwide juniper berry has been used by so many civilizations. The first thing I want to talk to you, the first gift of juniper berry that I want to talk to you about is how it can help detox. It can help the kidneys and the liver's detox. It can help people who are addicted to alcohol and drugs and other addictions be able to detox from that as well. It is known, one of the first ways that we've used it is to help get rid of nightmares and night terror. So it's known for helping with that. It can help with cellulite, premenstrual bloating, arthritis. It is effective for acne, eczema, and different skin issues like psoriasis, and also can be very helpful with dandruff. So as I was looking up some of the studies on juniper berry at aromaticscience.com, which is a site where you can go on and they have studies on essential oils from around the world. You can either study by essential oil, like you can type in juniper berry, or you can study by what's going on in your life. Like, say, I have menstrual cramps. I don't, but if I did, I could type in menstrual cramps and look at what essential oils are good for that. So you can type in by essential oil or by issue on aromaticscience.com. So here's a study from 2012 that said how juniper berry was helpful in acute pancreatitis in mice. Here is a study from 2003 that said how alpha-pinene, which is found in high concentrations in juniper berry, can be good for stress-induced hyperthermia in rats. So here is a study from 2005. I haven't been telling you the journals that these are coming from. This is from the Acta Pharmaceutica. Anyway, 2005. So basically, I wanted to read to you a little bit more with this one. This one was talking about the antimicrobial activity of juniper berry. So it said it was evaluated against 16 bacterial species, 7 yeast-like fungi, and 3 yeast and 4 dermatophyte strains. I don't know what dermatophyte strains are, but you might, and if you do, this would be a good study for you. Anyway, it showed that it was effective against gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria species, and it was a strong fungicide, and it was active against yeast and yeast-like fungi and dermatophytes. Anyway, the strongest antifungal activity that was recorded was candida. So if you know anyone that's suffering is suffering with candida, anyone who's suffering with yeast infections or fungal infections or bacterial infections, juniper berry 2005 shows that it's very, very helpful in those cases. Here is the last study that I wanted to tell you about. It's a study from 2018 from the Plant Medica, and it basically shows that juniper berry is very good at combating foot odor. So there's some stuff about juniper berry. Now I wanted just to turn to one of my favorite books, which is called Advanced Oil Magic, and to read to you about juniper berry. So it's analgesic, right? Which means it helps with pain. It's anthelmintic, which means that it destroys parasitic worms and other parasites. It's antiseptic, and it's a nervine, which means it's super good to relax and help with the nerves. So top uses from this book says a kidney detox for kidney infections. So for that, you're going to take one. Caleb, will you please pull the juniper berry, the cilantro, and the lavender for me? So you're gonna put 1 to 2 drops over the kidneys, rub it around, or you're going to take it in a capsule. And I want him to pull those essential oils for me so that you can see something on the bottle that I'm going to show you. But just to let you know, doTERRA is the only essential oil company that I would suggest using their products internally, because whenever you use products internally, you want to make sure, thank you, Hen, you want to make sure that they're 100% just that product, that they don't have any fillers, that they don't have any things that you need to be worried about in there. Now, doTERRA third-party tests every single batch of oil, right? Not just some batches, not like every 20th batch. They third-party test every single batch of oil, and all of their oils are marked with a batch number, which you can see on this bottle. I don't know how well you can see that, but trust me, it's there. And you can easily see, so you can see, you can go to source2you.com, you can look up all of the tests that have been run on your batch of oils, and okay, this smells so good, by the way, and you can see the results of your particular batch of oil, how the results for those tests came out. Now, can every essential oil be used internally? No, some are just meant to be used topically or aromatically, like diffused, but a lot of them can. And the super easy way to learn if your essential oils can be used internally is looking for a supplement facts. Now, we're going to be talking about juniper berry, cilantro, and lavender, and basically you're going to see a supplement facts on each of these bottles. It's going to be like the supplement facts that you see in a cereal box. It's just going to let you know that you can, with confidence, take these internally. So juniper berry, cilantro, lavender, they are all oils that you can take internally. So back to the top uses of juniper berry. You can take it 1 to 2 drops in a capsule when you have those kidney, when you're trying to do a kidney detox or you have a kidney infection. Diabetes, super helpful for that. You can put 1 to 2 drops in a capsule daily. Kidney stones, 1 to 2 drops over your kidneys. Urinary tract infection, 1 to 2 drops over your bladder. High cholesterol, 1 to 2 drops in a capsule, taken daily or applied to the bottoms of your feet. Tinnitus, you're going to go ahead and put some of that behind your ear. Do we ever put essential oils in our ear? No, we don't. We don't put essentials in our ear. We don't put essentials up our nose. We can diffuse them, right? And we can smell them, but we're not going to put them up our nose because they're just not meant to be used that way. So again, for tinnitus, you're going to be putting 1 to 2 drops behind your ear, and maybe I would even like tip the bottle over, put it between my fingers, and just rub that along my ear too. So along your ear, behind your ear, but never along your ear, behind your ear, but never in your ear. Okay. And for chronic fatigue, it's great to be putting 1 to 2 drops on your pulse points or diffusing for that. So, here's a kidney support blend. You can do 4 drops of juniper berry, 4 drops of geranium, 4 drops of lemongrass, and 4 drops of copaiba. You're going to put that in a 10 ml bottle, and you're going to top it off with fractionated coconut oil, and then you have something that you can just rub over your kidneys on a regular basis. Okay, so that is some of the top gifts of juniper berry. So the next one that I want to talk about is cilantro essential oil. And cilantro essential oil. Okay, hold on just a minute. So, cilantro essential oil is down from in Northern Africa, Southern Europe, Southeast Asia, and maybe some other parts of the world, but that's the main places that it's often found. You can definitely grow cilantro too here in America. It is super good for, again, a detox. It's good for heavy metal detoxing. You could put it in your water. You can put some in with Epsom salts, like a 1/4 cup Epsom salts, 5 drops cilantro, do a foot soak, put it in your bath. Just heavy metal detox. It can help with brain fog, or head tension, so headaches, right? It can help with digestive support. It can help relieve gas and intentional bloating, and it can help with allergies too. You can apply it topically over the liver or on the bottom of your feet, and it can help with weight loss. I saw this incredible clip on cilantro and weight loss. I'll see if I can find it. If I can, I will put that into the the comments for you. Okay, going on to cilantro, some of the top uses of cilantro essential oil. Okay, it's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's antimicrobial, it's an antioxidant, and it's a detoxer. So, some of the ways that you can use it for heavy metal detox: apply to the bottoms of your feet morning and night. I would say you can also put it in your water. For halitosis or bad breath, you can just put like a drop or two in a capsule, drink that down. You can put it in your water. You can also just gargle with it and then spit it out. Now, cilantro does have a really interesting and very potent odor. So if you don't like it, maybe you'll want to put it on your feet or in a capsule and swallow it that way. If you're doing a detox, you can apply it over your liver, your kidneys, or onto the bottom of your feet. For fungal infections, you can put 1 to 2 drops in a capsule for internal issues, or apply topically for external issues. And body odor, you can put small amounts in food, take 1 to 2 drops in a capsule to help you naturally deodorize from the inside out. Now, if you're making salsa, you're definitely going to want to put like a drop or 2 of cilantro essential oil in it. It's just going to bring your salsa to a whole new level. Okay. I think that's everything. Oh, nope. I had a study that I wanted to share with you about cilantro essential oil. Now, cilantro was a little bit hard to find ones that were strictly cilantro, because from the cilantro plant, we get cilantro essential oil from the leaves, and we get coriander essential oil from the seeds. And so much of what I was pulling up the coriander essential oil instead of the cilantro. But I thought this was super good. So this is a study from 2011 in the Journal of Science and Food Agriculture, and what they found was it's cilantro. Cilantro helped to reverse memory deficits, and so they said that cilantro would may be a useful remedy in the management of Alzheimer's disease on account of its memory improving properties, its cholesterol lowering properties, and then they had one other property that they mentioned that I can't even pronounce, so you're just going to have to check out that study. Hold on. Again, if you want to check it out, just type in, the easiest way is just to go to aromaticscience.com, type in cilantro. But the study is from 2011, Journal of the Science and Food. Journal of the Science of Food and Agriculture. So there you go. Okay, and then the last essential oil that we're going to want to be talking about, and the one that is the most world-renowned, is lavender essential oil. And so just wanted to talk to you really quick about lavender. Okay. It is found in Africa, Asia, and Europe. It's also grown in America. Sometimes it's called the grandmother of essential oils because of how it nurtures and cares for us on like a huge variety of issues. Some people call it the Swiss Army knife of oils for that reason as well. There's 2 oils, and I know I mentioned this yesterday as we were talking about emotional things, but it's worth mentioning again today. There's 2 oils that, when in doubt, grab one of these oils. And the first one is frankincense. They call it the king of oils. It's good for so many different things. And the other one is lavender. It's called the grandmother of essential oils. And it's called that because it too is good for just like a ton of things. So if you're like, what do I even do with this? I don't even know. Grab for one of those oils. Yeah, pretty much can't go wrong. Anyway, so lavender, it's super calming and soothing to our system, both our mind, which we talked about yesterday, but also the systems in our body. It's great for when you can't sleep, and I think it's known worldwide for that. It helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us to rest and digest. It is great for the cardiovascular system. It can help us bring us back into balance for both high and low blood pressure and for an irregular heartbeat. It is amazing. World renowned for the skin. It can help with eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, rashes, acne, insect bites, burns, or cuts. And a consistent use with burns or with injuries can help minimize scarring. It can help with your hair. Put a couple of drops in your shampoo. It can help with pain. So whether you're having headaches or muscle strains or cramps, it can help with that. It can help alleviate nausea. Now that's one thing I didn't know, that it can help alleviate nausea. And it's useful in babies with thrush. And the last gift I wanted to mention from this list is that it is great for asthma. So, or for hay fever, allergies, hay fever, asthma. So, what you're going to want to do for that is combine 2 drops of lemon essential oil, 2 drops of peppermint, and 2 drops of lavender. The lavender is going to calm your system down. The peppermint is going to open your airways. The lemon is going to help cleanse out these things that you don't want in your body. So again, asthma, allergies, it's super good to use with that. Now, hopping to this other book, which I absolutely love, is Advanced Oil Magic. Its major properties are antibacterial. Now that's one we didn't even mention. Anti-inflammatory, anti-venomous. Although if I got bit by a snake, okay, yeah, I'm going to reach for my lavender oil while I am driving as fast as I can to the hospital, right? And it's calmative and it's cytophylactic, which means, I had to get out my medical terms. Cytophylactic means stimulates the generation of new skin cells, aids in the preservation of the health of the skin, and is useful in the treatment of burns. So, lavender, cytophylactic, great for your skin. Okay, top uses, stress and anxiety, right? So I want to talk to you. Like, I spend 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, going into the emotional benefits of the essential oils. I only will spend 1 day going into all of the benefits of, well, the top benefits of the 3 oils all in 1 day, right? Why am I spending so much time on emotional issues as opposed to physical benefits, right? And here's why. Because I have a deep belief that emotional issues can morph into physical issues, and if we can address them, I almost said attack, but I don't want to attack these issues. If we can address them as they're presenting themselves emotionally, then perhaps we can kind of stop the course of them getting into physical issues. Plus, I think that many physical issues are benefited by when we address emotional things. So anyway, top use, that said, that's why I'm doing 3 days on emotion and 1 day on physical. But top use of lavender, stress and anxiety, apply to the temples or diffuse. For sleep, you can put 2 drops on the bottoms of your feet, on your temples, on your heart area. You can diffuse it. You can make a linen spray. I think I can give you a clip that I can put into our comments on making a wonderful linen spray with lavender. Just lying down on those sheets, like it's almost like lying down in a lavender field, right? Just makes you feel so relaxed. Skin irritations and burns, put 1 to 2 drops in a carrier oil, put it on wherever it is. Hay fever, I've kind of talked to you about how you can use lavender for for hay fever and allergies. For cuts, blisters, and scrapes, you can just apply it neat, which means you can just take that drop of lavender oil and pop it just right on wherever you got cut, fell down and scraped your knee, just put lavender essential oil. You could do that. You can also, put a little bit into a carrier oil and put it on that way. Remember, one of the first uses of lavender oil that we mentioned here was that it was antibacterial, right? So super good to put on cuts or blisters or scrapes. Irritability. Is that a big one with some of the people you know? Anyway, start diffusing it. See if that's a game changer for the irritable people in your life. And then headaches and migraines, you're just going to basically tip the bottle and put it wherever your head is hurting. Put it on your shoulder, like help them relax. Okay, so here is a soothing bath salt recipe for you. 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of melaleuca. You can put it in 1 cup Epsom salts. If it was me, I'd probably put like 3 drops of each in like a 1/4 cup Epsom salts, but you do what you want. And then so I've been giving you like just a few studies on each of the oils, right? On how great they are. And there's so many different studies on all of these oils, but I'm only giving you a few. But lavender, just an amazing essential oil. This next, I want to talk about a lot of studies with lavender because it is so amazing. And they're such amazing studies, and I think that they're worth talking about. So the first one is for anxiety, using lavender for anxiety, right? And a 2005 study showed, and I'm coming from this book, Modern Essentials, okay, where I'm reading to you most of these studies now. A 2005 study showed that patients that were waiting to go see the dentist were found to be less anxious and in a better mood when exposed to the odor of lavender or orange essential oil. So, here's its analgesic properties. Lavender was found to work as an anesthetic in rabbits' reflex test. So I don't know what they were doing, a reduction, anyway, what they were doing to these poor rabbits, but lavender helped, okay? Here's a study from, that was from 1999, by the way. Here's a study from 2013, and what they found was in a triple-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled trial, what they were studying was can lavender help with cesarean post-operative pain management? And yeah, it was found to absolutely help it decrease post-operative pain and increase patient satisfaction. So, having been someone who has gone through 3 C-sections, let me see, yeah, so 3 C-sections, I know how scary and painful it can be afterward. And I remember I was using some essential oils with one of mine, and I got my notes from this afterward, and I just didn't really need the pain medication. And the notes that were actually written in my chart was, patient denies she's in pain. Because they'd never seen someone just using some natural things to help with post-operative pain and not have to reach for the pharmaceuticals, right? I'm here to tell you, okay, first of all, everyone's body is different. So what works for me may work or may not work for you because all of our bodies are different, right? But essential oils, they absolutely helped with my cesarean post-operative pain. Okay, here's when from 2001 where they found that linalool, which is super high in lavender, was shown to inhibit convulsions in rats. Here's when that for the antifungal properties from 2005, where it was effective against candida, which is why it would be really good for thrush and babies. Here's when where its antimicrobial properties from a study in 2005 at a 1% solution was good against Giardia and 2 other types of protozoa. Here's one on anti-tumor properties, right? I love studies that show us the anti-tumor properties in essential oils. Caleb, can you help with that right now, please? Go up and help with that, please. So, basically what they found is that mice that were treated with this whatever alcohol that is found in lavender and mint plants had a 58 reduction in tumor multiplicity for lung tumors. Here's another one, and that was from a 1997 study. Here's another one that talked about liver tumors and how they had smaller tumor sizes when they were using this. And then a third one on anti-tumor properties. Hold on. Oh, it's on colon tumors and less incidence of colon tumors and less multiplicity of the tumors when they were using this lavender oil. That's from 1997, sorry. And, okay, so we're going into the sedative properties now. A 2007 study found that it decreased anxiety in gerbils, which if it can decrease anxiety in gerbils, it could probably do that for us too. It was also, and then they did a study on mice, and they basically hyped them up on caffeine. And what they found is diffusing the lavender essential oil was able to bring their levels down to normal levels. And anyway, they found, this is another one on the sedative properties of lavender. They found that patients admitted to an intensive care unit, those receiving lavender aromatherapy, reported a greater improvement in mood and perceived levels of, and they had better mood and less anxiety. Here's a study. That study was from 1995, and here's a study in 2007 that talks about how it can lower agitation in older adults suffering from dementia. There's just a ton of studies that I really wanted to talk to you about, so thank you for bearing with me. Here is a study on allergies when it was found to inhibit immediate type allergic reactions in mice and rats. A study on insomnia found that female students suffering from insomnia were found to sleep better and to have lower levels of depression during the weeks where they diffused lavender. And then another study on insomnia. This one was in midlife, women in midlife, and they found that those who used the lavender had much better sleep. That's a 2012 study. Here's a study from 2005 saying that how it can help with menopause. A study with a study from 2014 talks about how it can help with asthma, how lavender oil was found to suppress allergic airway inflammation, and something else that I can't even pronounce, but it's really good for those who are suffering with asthma. Here's a study on headaches, 2012, and basically what they found is it helped to decrease the severity of headaches and migraines. A study on bronchitis in 1997. You can see that these are all modern studies. Found that it was able to promote the normalization of lipid levels, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means, but it has to have done something to help with bronchitis patients. In high blood pressure, they found that a blend containing lavender, ylang-ylang, marjoram, and neroli was helped to balance out those blood pressure to help balance blood pressure. Again, that study was from 2012, and in 2017 they studied, and it was found to be comparable to DEET in its ability to repel ticks. And then two more studies that I want to mention. The first one is from 1998, and what they found is that after 3 minutes of smelling lavender essential oil, students were more relaxed and better able to perform math problems. So if I was a teacher and my children were taking those state tests at the end of the year, I would absolutely be having them smell lavender. I would be diffusing lavender so I could get the best results possible. And if I had children that were going in and taking some major exam, I would definitely want them to be smelling lavender so they stay calm, they can stay focused, their brain can work their best, and it helps with mental clarity. So going in to take the ACT test or the LSAT or whatever exams, smelling lavender, whether you can also put it on one of those essential oil bracelets, right? And you can just smell it in your testing center. And then the last study that I wanted to mention was about menstrual cramps. It's a study from 2012. I know that many women do suffer with menstrual cramps. And so what they found is that when women had menstrual cramps, if they would massage a blend of lavender, marjoram, and clary sage, and the ratio was 2 to 1 to 1. So 2 drops lavender, 1 drop marjoram, 1 drop clary sage, or at least that ratio on the abdomen between menstruations, that they found that they had a lot less cramping when they in association with their menstrual cycle. Okay, did you see all the things that lavender can help with? Like, gracious, menstrual cramps, allergies, pain, and insect repellent, right? Like lavender is, like I said, is like the Swiss Army knife, or it's like the grandmother of oils. When in doubt, choose lavender, because it honestly helps with so many issues. Okay, so I think that's everything that I wanted to say physically on those 3 oils. There's so much more that those oils can do. If you use those oils for anything, and you'd like to share with us your stories on lavender or juniper berry or cilantro, we would love to hear them. Okay, this is Susanna Williams. I am reminding you that we are diffusing this week 2 drops of juniper berry, the oil of the night or the unknown, 1 drop of cilantro, the oil of releasing control, and 3 drops of lavender, the oil of communication. Please if in your first aid kit you want lavender, we want lavender in our first aid kit. Why? Because it is so good for so many things, and cilantro and juniper berry are amazing for so many things as well. Okay, reminding you that the song that we're listening to this week is Calling All Angels. As you're going into your weekend, let's be prayerful and be intentional on, we are going to make this a really good weekend, and we're going to invite God and angels into our lives to help with that. And the affirmation for today is, I am generous in paying close attention to what others are saying. And thank you so much for paying attention to what I was saying and even tuning me in. I appreciate that. And the affirmation for this week is, I listen effectively. Okay, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils Health Matters, and living the wholesome life, saying that I know that with us and with God, we can make this weekend an amazing weekend. We'll see you on Monday, when next week we are talking about, I am good at asking for help on new things. That will be a fun affirmation too. Okay, we will see you. Bye-bye.